his mother, Sharon, his father, Donald Sr., and also his wife, Elaine. Welcome aboard. It's a very special given to those that have followed you and how well you followed those that have led you. Okay, that's the acknowledgement portion. And it's a thank you. Also, it's to identify that the Navy has a lot bigger, better things for you to do. They're giving you that promotion knowing you have the potential to step up and lead in those future roles and take on more responsibility to lead a greater number and continue forward in the traditions of the Navy. And our ceremony here this morning is a special one. He's transitioning from the Chief's Mess to the wardroom. We don't have an initiation like the Chiefs. I apologize for that, but he's came up through the ranks the hard way. He's been to the School of Hard Knocks, and I think that's a wonderful way to grow in this world. And we're gonna have a promotion ceremony that acknowledges all he's done, that identifies what potential he has for the future, and hopefully we'll just be able to give him a big enough challenge out in the future that he always stays busy as long as he's in the Navy. And he served underneath a wonderful warrant here that's going to be part of the ceremony this morning. He knows the responsibility he's going to see out in the future, and we look forward to him conquering those challenges. I simply say thanks for coming today. Welcome, family. This is your ship as well as his, and you always have a home here even though he's going to run off to Hawaii on us. So, all right, thank you. With that, I want to turn it over to Master Chief Pete Parnell, our Command Master Chief.
Good morning, Captain, XO, friends, family, shipmates of Chief Don Hamilton. Good morning, Chief. Bridget, it's good to see you again. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you and Dustin and Justin were able to be here for this ceremony this morning. It's also good to see Don's parents here in the audience. I know this is a very special day for you also. I'd like to start my remarks by saying that when Chief Hamilton asked me to speak at this ceremony, I accepted without hesitation. It is indeed my honor to speak to you all here today on his behalf. Although I've only served with him for a few months, I can say with complete confidence that he is an outstanding Chief Petty Officer. He exemplifies those leadership traits. This is a time-honored tradition which predates steam or nuclear power. Today, as Chief Hamilton transitions into his new role as a warrant officer, I issue him one last charge. One that we issue to the new chiefs each year, and one that Chief Hamilton is very familiar with and has issued on numerous occasions himself. And that is, Chief, don't forget where you came from. Train your relief, and above all else, take care of your sailors, and they will take care of the ship. Don, although technically, after today, you'll no longer be a Chief Petty Officer, I would ask that you remember this. Your new rank starts with the word Chief. And shipmate, you will always have a seat in my mess. In closing, I would like to say that I do not feel that the Chiefs community is losing a good Chief Petty Officer, because I know that in his heart, Don will always be a Chief. However, the warrant officer community in the wardroom is certainly gaining an exceptional leader. Don, Dan, and I wish you and Bridget all the best in the future, and it will certainly be our pleasure to serve with you again. Congratulations, sir. Thank you.
O'Bannon, attention. Lieutenant Davis will now deliver the oath of office.
Before I give Chief Hamilton the oath of office, I'd like to say a couple of words. First of all, it's a distinct honor for me to be here this morning. Rarely in a career does an opportunity arise where you get a chance to see things through another's eyes. Chief Hamilton is on the verge of that opportunity. His career so far has been a resounding success. He's earned the trust of his superiors, the respect of his peers, and the faithfulness of his subordinates. This morning, he steps into a new uniform, but not a new role. Officers and chiefs share a common bond, that of leadership. We're both tasked to lead men and women in difficult times. In difficult situations, we're both tasked with their training. And we're both tasked with their personal and professional development. We wear different uniforms, but we share a common bond. Chief Hamilton, I know that you will always have the fouled anchor of the Chief's insignia close to your heart. I hope that you will keep the crossed anchors and shield of the officer's crest just as close. But the pride and the professionalism you have demonstrated throughout your career be the example for your sailors. Chief Hamilton, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald Lee Hamilton Jr.,
I, Donald Lee Hamilton Jr.,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully execute
that I will well and faithfully execute
the office and the duties on which I'm about to enter.
the office and duties upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Ross.
O'Bannon, parade, rest. Will Lieutenant Brady please come forward? Lieutenant Brady will now remove the chief's cover and jacket. Will Miss Hamilton and Master Chief Filio, please come forward. Miss Hamilton and Master Chief Filio will now replace Chief's shoulder boards with the Warrant Officer's shoulder board. The placement of the officer's jacket would be done by Mrs. Hamilton. Chief Warrant Officer Pulliam, please come forward. Chief Warrant Officer Pulliam will now present the officers covered. At this time, the commanding officer has a special presentation to make.
I want to say a couple words real quick about that golden SWO pin on his chest. Only the second time in my career I've ever seen an officer commission and put on a SWO pin on the same day. That is a huge accomplishment. Chief's done a tremendous job of watch standing on here. He qualified officer of the deck, CIC watch officer, and now he passed his oral boards, everything for surface warfare officers qualification. Putting on the warrant officer rank and the SWO pin in the same day is a truly amazing accomplishment, and you all should realize that that took a heroic effort on his part and a lot of extra effort above and beyond his peers and the other people out there in the fleet. It was truly a great thing. We welcome you to the surface warfare community and to the war room. Congratulations.
I would like to introduce you the O'Bannon's Executive Officer, Lieutenant Commander Smith.
Attention to orders. The Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, Gold Star in lieu of Third Award to Chief Warrant Officer Donald L. Hamilton, Jr., United States Navy, for meritorious achievement in the superior performance of his duties while serving as leading Chief Petty Officer, Combat Systems Electronics Division in USS O'Bannon, DD 987, from March 2002 to January 2004. Chief Warrant Officer Hamilton performed his demanding duties in an exemplary and highly professional manner. Under his leadership and mentoring, he attained an enlisted surface warfare qualification rate of 90% among the personnel in his division. Additionally, he spearheaded the command's highly successful 2M program, saving the Navy in excess of $510,000 and earning O'Bannon the #1 2M maintenance afloat ranking in the Atlantic Fleet for fiscal year 2003. Chief Warrant Officer Hamilton's distinctive accomplishments, unrelenting perseverance, and steadfast devotion to duty reflected credit upon himself and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. For the Secretary, Captain Klatt, Commander, Destroyer Squadron 14.
O'Bannon, parade, rest. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Warrant Officer Don Hamilton.
All right, first off, I promise to keep this short, but I do have a lot of people to thank. First, I must thank God. Without His blessing, I wouldn't be here today. And that's both personal and professional. Next, I must thank my wife, Bridget, not only for the sacrifices that she makes as a military spouse, but for standing beside me and supporting me in everything I do. Thanks, baby. To my children, Dustin, Justin, and Amanda, who couldn't be here today, I know there are sacrifices on your part also. For those sacrifices, I thank you. To my mother and father, without the values, morals, and work ethic you instilled in me, I would not be here today. Thanks, Mom and Dad. For my mentor and close friend, John, the lessons, both professional and personal, that you've shared with me over the past 5 years or so will never be forgotten. If I thanked you for everything you did for me, my family, and my wife, we'd be here until after the new year. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Captain Stoner, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to pursue the qualifications which I've achieved. Without your support, it couldn't have happened. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Master Chief Parnell, I've enjoyed working with you. It's been a short time, but I really appreciate your support and the words of wisdom that you've shared with me over the past few months. And I'm going to take you up on both of your offers. Thank you very much. Chief Goss, you have no idea how much I appreciate your help in this today and your volunteering to do what you've done. Thanks for your friendship and your sense of humor. And keep your sense of humor till after we're done. And to my last two division officers, Warrant Officer Pulliam and Lieutenant Brady, thank you for your encouragement and support. And I'll never forget that email that said something about getting a smoke in about 30 minutes after the warrant results came out. And I took that to heart, sir. I appreciate it. Without the support of both of you, again, I wouldn't be here today. For the rest of the chief's mess in the wardroom, you've been a great inspiration. You've helped me out in many different ways. I appreciate everything you've done, and I'll always be here for both groups. As Master Chief Parnell said, I feel like I'm a part of both, and I'll always be here to support both. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the crew, and especially CE Division. Again, the qualifications I've achieved, that took time, and I could not have done that without the support of my entire division, and especially my LPO, ET1 Hagdorn. Thank you very much. That is all.
In your programs, you'll see the history of the first salute rendered. Rendering the first salute to a newly commissioned officer is an honor that I myself, as Chief Warrant Officer Hamilton, if I could have. I will now render the first salute. Tradition has it when a chief retires or is promoted out of the chief's rank, he will pass down his anchors to a deserving shipmate. Former Chief Petty Officer Hamilton will now present his anchors to ET1 SW Hagdorn. ET1 Hagdorn, front and center. Prior to Lieutenant Cooper's benediction, we have a gift that I'm presenting from the Chief's Mess to Chief Warrant Officer Hamilton. Lieutenant Cooper will now deliver the benediction.
May we bow our heads? Our Father, thank you for allowing us to gather today and witness Chief Warrant Officer Hamilton's attainment of his new rank. Please allow us to hold these moments in our memory as we go throughout our life, and remember that perseverance, strength of character, and always striving to do your best every day will result in greater achievement and responsibilities. We ask for your blessings for Chief Warrant Officer Hamilton and his family as he leaves O'Bandon and journeys to a new assignment. And may we always keep in perspective that you are the light in the world and we are just your servants as we carry out your will. In your name we pray. Amen.
This concludes the ceremony.
you. Heard so much about
Oh,
you.
God, same here. You're going to Hawaii, huh? I know you're going for a visit, at least, huh? They've been bugging me about going.
Oh, you should. You'll be there.
What are you doing? Somebody asked for
That's
that.
Sharon, not me.
All those people. I'm so scared Steve's gonna run off in the ship.
They're gonna arrest me.
That's fine.
Come out with a gas mask on.
See, not wrong. She shrunk. Do you shrink when you get older? Damn, because I ain't shrunk either.
Say everything you're saying's on tape.
Oh my God. God, Dustin.
I got it on tape.
Dustin got the jellyfish on tape.
Just like jelly, and they stuck me on my back was covered because it got in between my shirt and thing. Yeah, because once the tentacles hit you, they stick to you like jelly. And they'll keep stinging, yeah. Now that's a jellyfish. That's what, they really won't sting you.